Most people walking through the Horseshoe Las Vegas today have absolutely no idea what happened here. Today it's called Horseshoe. Before that, it was Bally's. Before that, it was the MGM Grand. And on November 21st, 1980, this property became the site of one of the deadliest hotel disasters in American history. 85 people lost their lives. Hundreds more were injured, and the tragedy changed Las Vegas forever. But according to some guests and employees, the story may not have ended there. Long before it became Horseshoe Las Vegas, this property was home to one of the most ambitious resorts the city had ever seen. The MGM Grand opened in December of 1973. Built by Kirk Kerkorian, the resort was designed to represent the glamour of Hollywood and the future of Las Vegas. It featured more than 2,000 hotel rooms, restaurants, entertainment venues, theaters, and one of the largest casino floors in the world. At the time, it was one of the largest hotels on the planet. Everything about it was grand. Movie stars walked these halls, celebrities performed in its showrooms, and for 7 years, the MGM Grand represented everything Las Vegas wanted to become.
Good evening. At least 75 people have died today in a fire in the biggest hotel in Las Vegas. Another 300 were injured. The fire was in the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, which was built in 1973. About 1,000 people escaped by fleeing to the hotel roof, where they were lifted off by helicopters. A county official said the blaze may have started from a grease fire in the kitchen of a ground floor delicatessen. We have a report from Frank Burkholzer.
The fire began shortly after 7 in the morning.
It was a Friday morning. Most guests still asleep. Some were getting ready for breakfast. Others were preparing to check out and continue their vacations. No one knew that one of the darkest days in Las Vegas history was about to unfold. At approximately 7 o'clock in the morning, a fire started inside a kitchen located near the casino floor. According to the official Clark County Fire Department investigation, the fire originated from an electrical ground fault involving a refrigerated pastry display case. At first, nobody understood how serious the situation would become, but within minutes, everything changed. The fire spread rapidly through walls and ceilings. Smoke began moving throughout the building. And what made this disaster so deadly wasn't the flames, it was the smoke.
We knocked the windows out, and then we merely followed instructions. Got on the floor so we couldn't inhale so much smoke, and got towels.
The MGM Grand stood 26 stories tall, more than 2,000 guest rooms. Nearly 5,000 people were inside the building that morning. And as the fire grew, smoke traveled upward through elevator shafts, stairwells, and ventilation systems. Guests began waking up confused. Some couldn't see, some couldn't breathe. Many didn't even know where the fire was. Then came one of the most haunting accounts from that morning.
As we started walking down the hallways, most of the people were still unaware of what was going on. No alarms were going off. No personnel in the hotel made any effort where we were to notify anybody. No one was knocking on the doors.
We got to the ladder, it tilted and broke, and the firemen pulled me back. And so we waited a while, and so this man had a heart attack in the room. And then we had to get the fireman and 4 others. We went on up the stairs, and got on the roof, and came on down in the helicopter.
Imagine that. You're on vacation, you wake up, you can't see, you can't breathe, and suddenly you're breaking windows just to stay alive. As conditions worsened, people desperately searched for a way out. Some rushed into stairwells, some stayed in their rooms. Others made a decision that would save their lives. They went up, not down, up. Nearly 1,000 guests eventually found their way to the roof. And that's where one of the largest helicopter rescue operations in Las Vegas history began. For many people, those helicopters were the difference between life and death. When the smoke finally cleared, the scale of the tragedy became apparent. 85 people had lost their lives, and more than 600 were injured. Many victims never saw flames. Instead, smoke and carbon monoxide became the deadliest elements of the disaster. Firefighters searched room after room, floor after floor, and throughout the day, the city watched as one of the worst hotel fires in American history unfolded. Las Vegas would never be the same. The MGM fire didn't just change Las Vegas, it changed the hotel industry. The disaster exposed major weaknesses in fire safety systems. Investigators discovered vulnerabilities involving smoke spread, alarm systems, evacuation procedures, and sprinkler coverage. The result, stricter fire codes, more sprinkler requirements, better safety systems, and lessons that would help save countless lives in the years that followed. The tragedy forced America to rethink high-rise fire safety, and many of the safety measures we take for granted today exist because of what happened here. But for some people, the story doesn't end with the fire. Over the years, guests and employees have reported strange experiences throughout the property. Some claim they've heard voices in empty hallways. Others describe shadow figures, unexplained sounds, and the encounters they simply can't explain.
Alright, so we're here already, and this is weird. Already weird stuff is happening. I'm trying to shut off my vehicle, and normally when I open the door, it shuts off. Door's open, it's not shutting off. There's the horseshoe. Like, we're already here, and that is, honestly, I swear that's never happened. Yeah, so this is like the most haunted floor in the whole hotel. Like, this is the most activities reported in this room, in this floor.
Some believe the events of November 21st, 1980 left something behind. Of course, there is no evidence proving the property is haunted, but when 85 people lose their lives in one place, it's not hard to understand why those stories continue. And whether those stories are true or not, the tragedy certainly is. Whether you believe in ghost stories or not, the real story is powerful enough on its own, because what happened here on November 21st, 1980, changed Las Vegas forever. If you enjoy Las Vegas history, hidden stories, and the events that shaped this city, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments, what Vegas story should I cover next?